From a life of bearing and raising a nation of glorious riches to a land of slavery and working in ditches. The beast came and took Mother Africa away through the night with their skins as pale as light. The times and tribulations that she endured, she never thought she would go through. But the difficult challenges that she wrestled with, only God could have gotten her through. For every time she was forced into fornication, another dozen was robbed of Africa's generation. And each time the whip ripped through her flesh, represented another year that she would face in stress. She never imagined that the drops of her blood would signify the death of Africa's manhood, nor that the sweat and tears that ran down her face would eventually elevate and empower an entire race. Man, the things that she endured was of great command. The times and tribulations that she went through, I could never understand. But for that, I am proud to be an African man. They say the worst part of progress is that the past is often forgotten. Seems like everything our ancestors fought and died for is left to rotten. Emancipation after emancipation and freedom seem to have been forgotten. Me, I'm sick of being wrong looking, something like a black cotton. Now tell me, what part of freedom are we really celebrating? Well, most of us are still living as victims to the system. We're building great empire from the hours we're working, being paid enough to stay alive, but never enough to make a living. That's black cotton. They say that slavery was long ago being dropped in a dark hole. So why do some folks still teach a black man has no soul? What's most unfortunate is some of us are raised to live that role. It's like we just give our integrity away. No longer are we sold. Uniformed house slaves terrorize us in the streets. Their badges stand for law, but they move to a different beat. Killing their own reflection, consumed by their masses' deceit. It's sweet like a bit of something. Come taste the effects of the black cotton. We stand up and cry injustice, but we willingly fill the prisons. We've traded education for easy money and sweet living, satisfied in eating whatever society is given. Oh, my society brainwashed child. Let's all celebrate our emancipation. Now, find someone else to blame whenever you've done something. Just like it's everyone else's fault that you never amounted to nothing. Hanging our mouths in whatever kitchen we smell the soup cooking. It's like we blast out our own kneecaps way before we start running. Now listen, let me bring this poem to the last and worst question. Why do we follow leaders who are gifted with no vision? Place them in the highest position and just watch them rape our nation. We feed fat cats who do nothing but send us out to pick more cotton. It's time wasting. Now, no more wasting this life I'm living. You see, I've made a decision to do my biblical studying. I'm learning. Responsibility is mine for the taking. I'm thinking only God can save my people from picking this rotten, stinking black cotton. The worst part of progress is that the past is often forgotten. Lord Jesus, save us from the curse of the black cotton.